Hi everybody, it's Miss Knutson back again, and I have Tessa with me. And today we are going to do a wonderful lesson based on the artwork of an abstract artist named Piet Mondrian. He is really fascinating, and he has a wonderful theory about why he creates his artwork the way he does. Today we're going to look at one of his pieces specifically that's got a great title, possibly the best title ever of any artwork, in my opinion. And it's called Broadway Boogie Woogie.
Piet Mondrian's mature style eliminated nature to find a perfect balance and harmony in art. He used just black, white, red, blue, and yellow in his compositions. In Broadway Boogie Woogie, he reflected the excitement of New York City. You can tell the piece looks like the bustling city from above. He also loved the musical style Boogie Woogie, which adds to the action and rhythm of the artwork.
Broadway Boogie Woogie is Piet Mondrian's signature style of red, blue, and yellow and white colors. I don't think he has any black in this one. Sometimes Mondrian uses black as well, but it's only this very small color palette, and it's squares. He loved squares. So Broadway Boogie Woogie is a piece of his that's going to influence our art lesson today. Now, because we have a very limited color palette, we have certain supplies that we will share with you so we can get started on our own Broadway Boogie Woogie piece. Okay, so for our project, we will need popsicle sticks. Yes, and probably at least 5 or 6 popsicle sticks, just depending on how big of a piece you want to make. All right, so 6 popsicle sticks. We will need red, blue, yellow, and black markers. And we've got a variety of different kinds. You can use Crayola. You can use Sharpies. Any felt tip marker that will write on a popsicle stick will be just fine. Okay? You will also need scissors. Scissors, yes. We'll be doing some cutting of shapes. And we will need glue. Elmer's, we got a big bottle of it. Elmer's glue should be fine. If you have a sturdier glue, like tacky glue, that will also be great. Elmer's glue should be okay for this assignment. Then we will need red, blue, and yellow construction paper. Okay? So different colors, the colors that Mondrian loved to use. And I also made some squares out of white. And the final art supply that we will need is a stiff backing. So something that's stiffer than regular paper. I've got a piece of cardstock, but I also have used mat board, which is excellent. But we're going to try cardstock today. I think it will do just fine. The piece of Piet Mondrian's Broadway Boogie Woogie is called Broadway Boogie Woogie because it is a city scene. It's a city scene from above. So you can see the streets, you can see the street lights, you can see the buildings. What we are going to do today with our art supplies is to do our best to use Piet Mondrian's style and create our own city from above. The first thing that we will need to do is color our popsicle sticks.
Coloring the popsicle sticks should take you between 10 to 20 minutes. Remember, Piet Mondrian's style was simple: squares, rectangles, and lines. Fill in your popsicle sticks with just these simple shapes. Also, you only need to color one side. We will be gluing down the blank side to our cardstock.
I know your dreams are clear. but you know we all fit.
All right, Tessa has colored her popsicle sticks with all sorts of rectangles, squares, and lines, just like Piet Mondrian's Broadway Boogie Woogie. So once you have colored at least 5 or 6 popsicle sticks, and you only need to do the front, you don't have to do the back, just the front. So the next step in creating our Boogie Woogie piece is to cut squares out of your colorful construction paper. Now we want to have some medium, some small, and maybe some rectangles. Some of the rectangles and squares that Mondrian used, he layered them. So as you create your own Boogie Woogie, you can layer them together. Yes, very cool. So you can do 2 or 3 and make your own really cool shapes on your piece. The next thing you want to do is you want to start arranging your squares that you've cut out. You're going to start arranging them on your page so that you can kind of get a feel for what you want it to look like. And arrange them almost like, you know, you're laying out your city, where the building is going to go, okay? So that's the next step.
So mama, maybe you should take the...
Piet Mondrian was very serious about lines. He only used lines that went up and down and left and right. Try to keep your lines and shapes only going in those directions.
It will follow. It will follow.
Tessa finished her composition and she's laid out all the squares and all the popsicle sticks, and she found the arrangement that she liked the best. So make sure that you love your arrangement before you glue. Make sure that you test that arrangement first. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to start gluing things down. The Elmer's glue, just good old white glue, it will glue the paper down just fine. And the popsicle sticks, it will glue down. You might just have to be patient and not move it too much. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to use our Elmer's glue to glue down our composition one piece at a time.
Tessa and I pour our white glue into disposable cups and use a brush to paint the glue on. You will need to use much more glue to hold popsicle sticks down to your paper. Take care not to get glue on surfaces with non-permanent markers like Crayolas. They may bleed with glue on them.
Make you realize there's more than there.
Here is Tessa's finished product. She glued down her arranged squares with Elmer's glue, and we used hot glue for the popsicle sticks. If you use hot glue, everyone, students especially, please get an adult to help you. I burned my thumb on the hot glue, so make sure when you're using something hot, always let the adult burn themselves. Better yet, use some tacky glue. I really do love tacky glue, and I used that in class. I'll show some images of my art class doing this Broadway Boogie Woogie assignment safely, not burning themselves. So the next thing, if you would like to, you can embellish your Broadway Boogie Woogie. This is supposed to be a cityscape from above, right? With the buildings and the streets and the blinking lights. So if you would like to go one extra step and name your buildings, just like it would on a map. I had students that put Walmart and Starbucks and all sorts of stuff labeling their buildings. You can put my house, especially if you live in the middle of a city. This is a really fun assignment to help learn about Piet Mondrian's technique and to use your imagination. and think of what a city looks like from above. What would a bird see if it was flying over the city? Also, it really helps learn the primary colors. We have our primary colors of blue, red, and yellow, and the high contrast of black and white to go with them. Enjoy this project, guys. Give it a try, and we'll see you next time.
I'm gonna give you my heart, 'cause you're a sky full of stars, 'cause you light up the park. I don't care, go on and tear me apart. I don't care if you do.
Hi, everyone. All right, there we go. There we go. Now, I will tell you, that was a little bit painful with tacky glue. All right, anyway, this is a great advertisement for that. Anyway, so this beautiful finished product of Tessa's that we did scorch ourselves a little bit, but it is complete. It's sturdy.
Have a bigger group of kids than just one single student? Try this project.
And if you're in a group setting with many children, you could even try to make this a collaborative project on a really big board, like a big piece of poster board, and see how big of a city you can make and how many popsicle sticks you can glue down on a large board.